Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the incision. Normally, guys, you will go straight with the hack ring and boom, get it there, right? But I say no, make an incision. Why? When you have an incision like this, it moves. When you pierce it directly into the cover, it's fixed. It won't move no more. It might try it, but it won't happen. And what it does, it creates an auto adjustment of the cover. So whatever position that the cover has to take is gonna adjust by itself. That's the whole purpose. Okay guys, now we're gonna remove the upholstery covers for the rear seat. This is the 60 part. It's divided in two sections, 60/40. In other words, this is the bigger piece. And it's very simple, guys. All we have to do is cut all the pulls. And then there is these strings. We cut them. Cut here, cut the other side of the string. You can cut this side of the string either, and it will release the piece. Now from this forward, all it is hack rings in the other side. So you just get rid of all the hack rings, and that will be the process for this cushion removal. Now the backrest, there is two versions. This is the base version. You have the sport version. It's just slightly different in the design. I don't remember if the splitting on the backrest is also there. So basically what I'm talking about is you have two sections here. Now this is easy, guys. Again, we are not saving these covers. They're buying. No. They have no use for us or the client. So we are gonna cut them here. And we cut them because it's easy to remove this way. Otherwise, you're gonna struggle getting everything in one piece. If you have to, then you go that route. But for us right here, it's not the case. Now let's pull this one out. And that was it, guys. Once you have it down there, you just pull it from the side and your cover is basically off. I need to work slightly here to release the other section. That way, guys, you just have to be mindful about the pulls, but other than that, that's it. And from this point, it's just hack rings, guys. Get them off. Let's do this one. There's two more here. As it has a tensioner crossed. That's one. And that was the cover removal for the rear. The cushion is no different. The assembly is just the inverse. Very easy. So we have the front right here. Right there. Let me show you guys right here this process. The only challenge in this one, and we always use the floor because we have more leverage, it's gonna be wiring. We have heaters built in from factory. You know, German technology. So they run their wires through these holes right here. So for this removal, we have to get this clip off, this harness, and we're just looking for the very last one of them. This one right here, just like that. So this is the only one, nothing else but this one. In the passenger, you're gonna have another one which is for the sensor for the airbags. Now we remove this one, we cut the tensioner, and it's this way. So then we go here. Now go way up to there. And that's your cushion. It has the heaters, but it's also hack rings right there, guys. So we just get all your hack rings off, and that will be it for this cushion. Now, the lean back, the backrest. You see these gaps right here, guys. It's not that perfect. Don't think that these Germans have it all figured out. These things done halfway. But to us, all that is irrelevant. Just gonna cut. Now for this one, guys, there is a tensioner that goes underneath the molding, but we don't wanna stress that. It's unnecessary. And we all know that our Germans, they're they're low because they over-engineer stuff. Like putting stutters inside the bell housing or water pumps inside the engines for easy removal. Okay guys, this one is the airbag reinforcements. We have to cut them. The new covers come with the pouch for that. And from here forward, it's just hack rings. And there you have it, guys. Same for the other side. If you have a suggestion or a better way to do this, let me know in the comments. Or any inquiry, please put it in the chats. Okay guys, now you have sorted all your covers. You put it in the cushion that it belongs to. And all you have to do, guys, is put the hack rings back into the covers. And the way that we do that, guys, is with the hack ring pliers. In your case, because we have pneumatic tools for all this process, but all you have to do is, you know, I always recommend to have your pocket knife dull, it's not sharp. It's just to make the incisions on the pulse right here. We make the incisions about halfway, and then we can get the hack ring right there, and that helps a lot to make a professional finish. You can do it any way you like. This is the recommendation. Now the other thing, guys, you have to center your covers. In this case I have the center, and there is a mark in the foam indicating the center. So all we do is put our hack ring there. And we're gonna keep on going with all the covers and all the positions for the hack rings. Is the exact same process. So once we load them all, then we can start to do the final trimming. You know, some of them will be done in the frame, and other ones like this without the frame, then we load it into the frame. All that process, which is very simple for this particular vehicle. So you see, guys, I have the front. Now I wanna do the rear, and it's the same process over and over and over. It becomes boring to a point. There. Then we have one more here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the incision. Normally, guys, you will go straight with the hack ring and boom, get it there, right? But I say no, make an incision. Why? When you have an incision like this, it moves. When you pierce it directly into the cover, it's fixed. It won't move no more. It might try it, but it won't happen. And what it does, it creates an auto adjustment of the cover. So whatever position that the cover has to take is gonna adjust by itself. That's the whole purpose. Little details makes a big difference when it comes to installations. And if you center your cover, everything is gonna go smoothly. The second part of the equation is sequence. If you don't follow the right sequence, like right now, your removal, the loading, the trimming, all this process is to make these things easy. If you skip the process and try to do something on a step that is not ideal, then you're gonna struggle doing everything else. Like for example, once I finish this, I'm gonna trim the lean back. But let's say no, you load this cover first, the cushion, and then you try to do the lean back. Now you have to deal with the cushion already been finished and then attempt to do the lean back. No, we put the lean back because the cushion is easy to load and easy to trim. So that sequence is what I'm talking about. It makes things more simple and easy. And if you follow the right sequence, things will go smoothly. Otherwise, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna have friction. And you're gonna stress yourself and say, oh, this is impossible. No, it's not. It's just you doing the ground sequence. Just take a look at this one, guys. We already put the hack rings and it's just really start to get it smooth. Obviously, it's gonna need more than that. Normally, this is the loading process, but in this case, because we know we can load it into the frame, we want to start to put it over the other side, just like so. And it's almost ready to be loaded into the frame. And this, guys, is the loading process and kind of half trimming. And like I said, the idea is to put the lean backs, then load these ones on it and trim, and this is the easy way to do this. So we're gonna continue with the next one and the next one and the next one, so you can see the whole process. I'm gonna demonstrate later in the next video. Okay, guys, I'm gonna demonstrate how to trim the rear, which is basically just the pulling of the string in the cushion. The challenge is gonna be hitting the lean backs, the backrest. These sections over here, guys, are too small, and when it comes to the trimming in all the perimeter around these pieces, it was a lot of fit here in these feet, so you have to clean them up. But what I want to show you is the difficulty sometimes when we come to this trimming right here around. So I'm gonna demonstrate in the other piece. So let me put this aside so you can see. So you already load your cover, right? have it in place. Now I put this so it doesn't make the marks on the vinyl, the frame itself. This is the sequence, guys. So this is the what I believe is the easiest way to trim these rear seats. Now we already put all the cover, we loaded. Now it comes the bending. You're gonna have to do some elbow grease here. Because it's not gonna give it up that easily. And there is lock already in place. Guys, if you were able to bend it like this, you're gonna be in a better place quicker. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer the whole process. So this is the bottom section. This is the first step. Then we do the top. Follow the sequence, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble, because if you do the top, then this one is not gonna work because of the way the assembles in the bottom. Now this one with piping make it a little bit more complex. Let's go back to the top, and it's the same process, guys. If you have this one right, it's gonna be very simple. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer this trimming. So we're gonna go here, bend it. That's the reason why Germans are so love it when it comes to manufacturing. They don't make it so simple. I mean, they're simple, but if you don't get it right, it becomes complex. Just like that, guys. Let's do the other side. Be mindful about the hammering. It can ruin your material, your finish. And that was it, guys. This is the lean back in the rear. It can get very complex if you don't do it right. If you don't follow the right sequence, this can become a nightmare. I need to clean all this. It's a lot of hair, pet hair. And this is your back, guys. Now keep in mind, guys, also very important, when you make this process, be sure that you pull this lever to the other side. This is the pull to bend the seats. I'm gonna prepare everything so we can do the cushion. There you have it here. It's fully trimmed now. We need to do some steaming there in that corner. I don't know which part it was missing, guys. Let me accommodate this thing. But basically we just load it, pull the string underneath, get the hack reins in place, and that's basically the whole process. Is nothing complex about it. It's just that it's a little bulky. So if you have questions about the process, I'll check the video, see what is missing, so we can tell you guys how to proceed in the areas that you are not sure. So that's the trimming, guys. I'll continue with the fronts in the next video.